BA First Year Fundamentals of Garment Production, Paper First. In this we will discuss the printing. Printing, it can also be defined as localized dyeing, defined as the application of dye or pigment in a different pattern on the fabric and may subsequent after treatment or fixing the dye or pigment to get a particular design. Sometimes a printed fabric can be identified by looking at the back side of the fabric where there is no design or color face sign. In cotton, dye like wet reactive are used. In man-made dyes like disperse and cationic are used. Here we can see the global textile printing market, how the market is. Mainly the pigments are used for the dyeing and the maximum printing is done on cotton. Now here we can see the different styles of printing. There are three basic approaches of printing color on the fabric. First is the direct, another is discharge, and the last one is the resist printing. Now discussing the direct printing. So in this type of printing is applied onto the fabric by carved block, stencil, screen, engraved rollers, etc. And the dye is imprinted on the fabric in paste form and any desired pattern may be produced. For example, block printing, roller printing, screen printing, etc. This is the example of block printing. Now discharge printing. In this method the fabric is dyed and then printed with a chemical that is destroy the color in the designed areas. Sometimes the base color is removed and another color is printed in its place. We can see in this diagram application of discharge paste and secondly application of colored discharge. Now these are the examples of discharge printing. This is the machine that is used for discharge printing. Now resist printing. In this method the bleached fabric and the printed with the resist paste, and the dye will also affect only the parts that are not covered in the resist paste, and the fabric has passed through the subsequent dyeing process and the resist paste is removed, leaving the pattern dark background. Different types of printing: block, roller, screen, flat screen printing, rotary printing, transfer printing, stencil printing, digital printing, batik printing, tie and dye. So these are the different types. Now coming to the block printing, it is the oldest and the simplest method. Wooden blocks are used in this and the desired pattern was obtained by repeating the process. Wooden blocks are carved out by the hands and printing is done manually. We can here see the different types of block printing, how the manually it is done. Now these are the different blocks, wooden blocks with which the printing is being done. Now the block printing, certain advantages: simple method, no expensive equipments are required, no limitation in repeat or size, and print produced have a great decorative value. Now with this certain disadvantages also, it involves much manual